What's up, guys? We back with another recap slash rant of the Atlanta Falcons Week 3 versus the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle, man. And it's about time the Falcons finally win a game. This game was like any other Seahawks game. I think they said before the game that the Seahawks and the Falcons scored the most points against each other than any other team since 1970. That's kind of crazy to think about. They always had history, like I said, even with the Babineau brothers. We had Jonathan Babineau, they had Jordan Babineau. A lot of history between the teams. You know, we got that 2-0 playoff record against them, Matt Ryan versus Russell Wilson. But Russell Wilson has the Super Bowl. My boy Matt don't. But Matt don't play for the team no more, as y'all know. We're going to talk about Marcus Mariota. By the way, the final score was 27-23. Marcus, okay, let me say it like this. The first play of the game, I like. It was a nice play action pass to Kyle Pitts. That was a great play. It was incomplete. I believe it was incomplete. I think it was incomplete. But I like that play call a lot. This game, it seemed like it was a lot better coaching. Like I told y'all in the last weeks, it seemed like Arthur Smith trusts Marcus Mariota when it comes to audibling and play calling. And it seemed like this game, they actually finally let him pass the ball. And I know it sounds funny. Obviously, he's passing other games. But this time, it's like they let him do what he needs to do. Like, they didn't nerf him. And I told you, that's a common thing that I told you about. It seemed like a lot of days coaches nerf players to their full potential. It's like they try to control everything. They try to get that recognition. They try to, I did this, I did that. Just let the players go out there and play, and everything should be good, man. So, So, the Falcons finally won. I'm so happy about that. But this game was kind of sloppy as far as it's a lot of mistakes we need to make up for. The defense, they played. I don't think they played good to me. AJ Terrell, he did good against DK at first, and then towards the end of the game, it was like But DK Metcalf, 5 receptions, 64 yards. I don't think all of them AJ Terrell was on him. I think Tyler Lockett did better against AJ Terrell than DK did against AJ Terrell. So good stuff by AJ this game. He still got to clean some stuff up. The defense as a whole. I still would like to see Deion Jones. I don't think Deion Jones played at all this game again. Let's see. Deion Jones, D. Jones. No, but Eric Harris. That dude was out there on the field. But Deion Jones, man, I don't understand why have him on the roster and don't use him. It makes no sense to me. And even if you want to trade him, why not show his potential for other teams if you want to trade him? Like, if you're trying to trade a player, which I don't think we should, like I said, why not show off his skill set? And if you're already paying this man millions of dollars to be on the bench, why not play him? You're acting like this man is a bum. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's one thing. That's a negative about this game. Play Deion Jones. He's still, I believe he's a Pro Bowler. He's still a clutch player. If it's a clutch moment in the game, I want Deion Jones in the game. Shout out to Grady Jarrett for coming in clutch. Good stuff with that. I think they said he had a sack every game we played against Seattle. So, I think he's been playing. That's his third game. I don't know if it's his third game or that was fourth game. But Grady Jarrett has a sack in each of the meetups he's had against Seattle in his career. So, that's good. My boy CP had another career high game this game. 141 yards rushing and a touchdown, man. CP, I told you, I love CP, man. If I needed to get another jersey, it would be Cordell Patterson. I always liked him. I told y'all since he was on the Vikings. I think he was on the Bears at one point. He was on the Raiders. This man, Cordell Patterson, is a great player, and he's only 31 years old. I don't know why I thought he was so old, but he's only 31. So that's crazy. And I told you, Mariota is 1 year older than me. He's 28. And this game, like I said, it was cool, but I felt like something was missing. Glad they added Kyle Pitts more, but it could have been even more. I don't know why they don't utilize him in the red zone. It makes no sense. Even in Madden, they gave him red zone threat this season, and they never use this man in the red zone. A big body tight end, do a 6'6" or something like that. Put the man in the red zone, let him go up for it and get it. I don't know why he's like to make this man block out there. It makes no sense to me. But Drake London, another game. Oh, dang, I thought he did way better than this. Well, he only had 3 receptions, 54 yards. I thought he had 7 yards again. But he did score a touchdown. I feel like he did more this game than he did the other game. But, okay. Kyle Pitts, 87 yards, 55 receptions. Good on his part. Overall, like I said, this game, it was sloppy, but it was about time we got the win. I feel like Arthur Smith, like I said, he's finally trusting his players. I don't think he's utilizing his best players, like I said, but he's trusting his players a lot more. He was more calm on the sideline this game. We didn't have a lot of penalties. I think we had maybe one or two, and it was pretty much clean. It seemed like Mariota is not clutch, man. At the end of the game, I'm like, oh my gosh. I know they had stopped there for security reasons for the drone and stuff like that, but when they came back on the field, 2 plays later, Mariota just messes up the read option. I don't know if that was his fault or the running back's fault, but I'm like, Mariota, no, please, man, please, not another meltdown. I was like, oh my gosh, like, if y'all would have saw my face, I was literally like, oh my gosh, not again. And yeah, so this was definitely the days of the 12s, 12th man, both teams 1 and 2, Cordell Patterson, 12, stuff like that, man. So good stuff to CP, good stuff to the Geno Smith over there. I have to give respect to Geno Smith. I told you, I always like the matchups between Falcons and the Seahawks. Geno Smith balled out 32 for 44, 325 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Shout out to Richie Grant. I would love for him to stay on the field a lot more. I believe Richie Grant should play free safety. Jalen Hawkins should start at strong safety, and that's how we should play. And obviously, A.J. Terrell on one side, Casey Hayward on the other side. That's how I believe our team should play our DBs, because Eric Harris should never touch the field, in my opinion. I don't know why he's out there. I don't even know who the safeties are, to be honest. But Jalen Hawkins, strong safety, Richie Grant with Casey and A.J. Terrell would be a lot better. Trust me. That's putting your best players on the field. And I see Troy Anderson came in a little bit. They should have Troy and Deion Jones on the field at the same time, in my opinion. If they want to do packages, Deion Jones, Troy Anderson, and what's that dude's name? Ikibidi or something like that. I forgot how you say his name, but I feel like that would be the best package. Like, have them 3 in the middle, or Mikael Walker. I think Deion Jones should be in the middle. Troy should be on the left side. Mikael Walker should be on the right side. So yeah, left, middle, right. Yeah, so it should be like that, in my opinion. But they obviously got to do better than that. Dan P seemed like he didn't create a lot of pressure this game. I don't know what that was about, considering they said Geno Smith got QB hit 9 times last game. I feel like we should have been more aggressive, because Geno Smith was out there playing his butt off, man. Like, much respect to him. I told you this wasn't no easy game. Y'all was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be easy. Nah, heck no. We in Seattle, and I told you I was at the game when Geno Smith came back on us when he played with the Jets. I was nervous this game. Grady Jarrett told you he made a clutch sack. He had to throw the ball up, but I respect Geno for actually throwing the ball up instead of doing something stupid like Mariota did last week. And Mariota, like I said, almost gave the game away. But Mariota, good job this game. It was good to see him actually, like I said, throw the ball. It was good to see him be comfortable. He was audibling his butt off. I've never seen so much audibles for a Falcons quarterback in years. And that was good to see that he is learning. He's, building up his confidence. And him and Drake seem like he has a connection. He needs to build up a connection with Kyle Pitts, with that Hesse dude and all these other stuff. I think will be great. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Like, in last week, it seemed like, I understand we're a running team. That's what Arthur Smith, his thing is. But if you have a guy like Mariota, to me it seemed like week 1 and 2, they play him more like he's a backup quarterback than a starter quarterback. It's like, when a quarterback gets hurt or the backup comes in, they usually run the ball and do like a couple of plays. Now this game, they played him like he's a starter. They was like, okay, cool, he can audible. If he wants to throw it deep, let him throw it deep. He made throws that he wanted to throw. It's like the coach wasn't like, okay, just dink and dunk. They actually let him do what he needed to do, and that's what I liked about this game. They let Mariota be Mariota, but he got to do better with decision making. But for the most part, when he threw the ball, it was very accurate. So that's good with that. If there was nobody in his face, if he wasn't running around like a maniac, his passes were very accurate. So good stuff on that, Marcus Mariota. That one interception, I think that was a dumb pick. I like the fact that Arthur Smith was aggressive and tried to actually call a play and stuff like that. So that was good. So glad he tried to do something. That was a dumb pass, but the fact that he was aggressive, I respect that. Like I said, it seemed like Arthur Smith trusts Mariota more than he trusted Matt. because as y'all know, in those old games when he used to get blowed out, I believe with the Cowboys or the 49ers, he would pull Matt out when it was a winnable game. If we was down by 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns, he was pulling them out, and it seemed like Mariota is staying in because he trusts him a lot more for some reason. I don't know why, but hey, that's good to have the quarterback's relationship with the coach on that type of level. But Mariota, rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown, 13 for 20, 229 yards, and I told you that interception. But CP was definitely the player of the game on offense. I always like CP, I told y'all, so good stuff to him. Olamide Zaccheaus, I told y'all we should use him more like Tyreek Hill. If they do the same play they did today with the play action to start off the game, I feel like if you do like an in route with Zaccheaus on the first play action or a flea flicker, that would be one of the best like opening plays. Do a flea flicker on the first play to Olamide Zaccheaus. I'm telling you, that's a touchdown. I'm letting y'all know that now. Like as a coach, that's what I would do, because I understand. Like me being a fan of the team, even though it's like you said, it's only 2 players since like they're still on the Super Bowl team. I think Deion Jones. I think Deion Jones and Grady Jarrett. Pretty much everybody else is new. So yeah, if that was me, I would utilize my talent how you supposed to utilize your talent, and I feel like, as a fan, how can I evaluate the players better than the coaches and the scouts and stuff like that? I will run his offense entirely. Well, I like how he's play calling, but as far as utilizing your talent, that's my main concern with the coaching right now. And situational football, that's the main things. We clean up that, utilize the best talent on the field. Situational football, that's the main Falcons problem. And once we'll do that, we'll be great. It seems like when somebody do good, either they take him out or they put somebody else in. Like when somebody's still going and doing great, like CP was, let him keep going great. Like that builds confidence. If Mariota throwing touchdowns, Mariota throwing across the middle, let him keep passing. Cordell going good, let him keep running. I would like to see that Huntley dude for running back instead of this Aguilar dude, but it's all good. He's cool. Glad to see him. You know, we try to balance it out. Even that, I think his name Avery Williams tried to come in and do something. Good play by him. I don't like him as a kickoff returner or a punt returner. I like CP back there, but as y'all know, since that rule, we really don't get to see a lot of kick returns. So yeah, when it comes with that. But yeah, other than that, it was a good game, man. 27-23. I'm glad that they let, like I said, Mariota be a starter quarterback instead of playing him like a backup. So that made sense to me. I'm glad they added Kyle Pitts because everybody and their mama has been talking about that entire week. Why are you having Kyle Pitts, which is supposed to be like the best player on offense besides like Cordell? Him and Cordell, I think Cordell is like, obviously you can do whatever you want with him, but as far as the receiver, you can put him anywhere. Kyle Pitts should be utilized a lot more. He had more catches this game, more yards this game, I believe, in the last 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, all y'all have to do now is utilize him in the red zone. We'll be good. Keep doing what you're doing with Cordell Patterson. Let Olamide Zaccheaus be more like a Tyreek Hill. I keep trying to tell y'all that, and that would be kind of cool. Anything else? Rashaan Evans had 9 tackles this game. Good stuff to him. Like I said, Richard Grant had that clutch inning interception. Lorenzo Carter, you know, older, veteran guy, you know, had that sack. Grady Jarrett had the sack. And other than that, man, we good. Youngway cool. Glad he made all his field goals this game, 2 out of 2. And we looking good, man. We go against the Browns next week. And at home, the Browns, Nick Chubb, I'm a little nervous. If we can start the run game, we should be straight. I'm not really worried about the pass game, but if we can stop Nick Chubb, we should be able to win this game. And we should be going 2-2. So, like I said, I mean, nothing too crazy. I feel like we got to clean it up. It was sloppy watching. We still almost lost this game, but we won. And it's glad to see a W. I don't want to see a 1-2 record, but it's glad to see a win in the win column. If that's what I'm trying to tell you. So anyway, like I said, the game of the 12s, we won. That's crazy. They beat Russell Wilson over there, and I guess they played. They was like, okay, Russell coming, so we got to beat them. But the fact that we went to Seattle and I don't know, that's the largest stadium or the second largest stadium behind the Chiefs. That's huge. That's huge. To come off like strong like media weeks when people was like, oh yeah, 2083, and then the first week that terrible stuff with the Saints, to go in Seattle like that and stay on the West Coast, like they basically, I think they stayed out there that whole week, and to really like get familiar with the weather, the city, and to win like that in front of that crowd, that's a W. That's a great W. That's a good thing going forward, and hopefully we can carry up this momentum, man. If they continue to coach well and learn situational football, we'll be fine. I didn't see no stupid timeouts. I didn't really see no stupid plays. I like that we kicked the field goal when we need to kick the field goal. We went for it. We need to go for it. And other than that, we got a W. And also, Matt Ryan over there won with the Colts as well. He won against the Chiefs, and everybody picked the Chiefs to win this game. So Matt Ryan came with a fourth-quarter comeback. You already know what time it is. So, hey, we won. They won. Let's see how this goes, man. All right. Yeah, that's it, man. Ain't nothing too crazy. Casey Hayward, 6 tackles. AJ Terrell, 6 tackles. That's it, man. Oh, by the way, that Ford dude. Okay, I need to talk about this. Michael Ford. Well, he's the same age as me. Anyway, Michael Ford. They need to use this man as a pass rusher a lot more. That man is fast. I don't know what the heck his 40 time was, if he ran the 40 or whatever, the combine. Michael Ford. I'm telling y'all now. What is his number? Is that him? Michael Ford? Oh, he's a cornerback. Yo, that dude, if he does a CB blitz, this man could be a dangerous freaking blitzer. Blitz this man a lot more off the edge, and I guarantee you we get a lot more sacks. That man is fast. He's quick. He's like a big man. He's like a linebacker. I thought he was a linebacker. Like, that's crazy. So, get this man out there, blitz him a lot more, and we'll be straight. So, yeah, there we go, guys. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Let me know what y'all think. I'm out.